Welcome everyone in HueFin News. Today is February the 9th, 2018, and this is our daily cryptocurrency market snapshot where we are giving you the news according to the charts. We are forecasting price prediction, as well as forecasting where prices are likely to go. And we only do this by looking at the price bars and the volume. We're not like all these other charters out here in the market that is giving you moving averages, Fibonacci retracements, Elliott waves, RSIs, MACDs. We're not giving you guys none of that because none of that is needed just to know where a price is likely to go. All you need is to know what the price bars and volumes mean, and then you will become a profitable trader without knowing all the difficult indicators in the market today. Everything that I mentioned here on this video is not to be considered financial advice, neither anything else that is mentioned on this channel, HueFin News on YouTube. Okay, so now let me tell you all what is going on in the market today. It's becoming more of the same thing, to where the market is found the bottom, and right now we're just simply consolidating. So patience in the game is needed right now. We're not necessarily ready to break out to higher prices. The market is just simply trading sideways, and that could go on for a couple of more trading days, or even to a couple of weeks to even months. Okay, so it just tells you all that you get more opportunity to buy up these cryptocurrencies while they are cheap before we will resume to higher prices. Okay, so looking at this website, coinmarketcap.com, you can also tell that the market is consolidating or just simply trading sideways because the market cap necessarily did not budge at all from what it was yesterday. $418.3 billion is what is in the market today right now, according to this website. And as well, Bitcoin dominance is still hovering around 35%. Bitcoin is currently up 3.73%. Ethereum as well is up 6%. Ripple is having a fantastic day, up 19.82. Bitcoin Cash is trading just a little lower right now, down 2.20%. Cardano is having a fantastic day, up 10%, as well as Stellar, EOS, IOTA as well as having a pretty good day. So across the board, we having another fantastic day going on in the market. Taking a look at Bitcoin Gold, you guys can definitely see that the market is giving us a fantastic day, up 53.74%. And one of the things I want you guys to pay attention to with the Bitcoins is that notice how Bitcoin is up today around 53.74%. And yesterday, the Bitcoin Cash was up about 20%. And as you guys can tell, Bitcoin is not participating at all, but the other Bitcoins are definitely moving higher in price, while Bitcoin is just simply trading sideways. So that is just something for you all to think about. So now let's go ahead and get started and see what is going to occur in the market on tomorrow. So now we're looking at Bitcoin on TradingView. Let's see. Bitcoin is up 3.12%. Last trade was $8,500 even. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. So we still have buyers in the market on the daily price bars for Bitcoin. Positive thing to see. Market may actually come up to $9,000 in the short term, but we're still getting a little stockpile coming in the market. But even with the stockpile that we saw yesterday and having the market close above it right now, it's still telling us that the market participants are not that eager to push prices lower. Matter of fact, they're inside this price range between 8,000 and 9,000, trying to buy up as much as this crypto as they can. Okay, quick look at the 3-hour bar for Bitcoin. So over the last couple of trading days, you guys can definitely tell that we have just simply been trading within a range, $7,600 all the way up to and around 86, and now we're kind of breaking through $8,600, but we're still getting some stockpile currently coming in the market. But overall, we're still looking pretty healthy in Bitcoin, possibly to come all the way up to $9,000. I told you guys that we definitely can see Bitcoin coming up to $9,000. Ultimately, it can come all the way up to $9,200, even a little higher than that. Quick look at the 1 hour bar. So the 1 hour bar is definitely telling us that we're getting a lot more weakness as Bitcoin is trying to come and break that $8,600 area. We're getting a lot of weakness in the market, and it would be nice if we can find support around that $8,500 area and bounce from there. So this current 1 hour bar is going to be imperative to see if Bitcoin will continue to move lower or higher. Okay, so we got to watch that. But overall, the market is still looking pretty good. We are making higher lows, as you guys can tell. The market is continually to make higher lows, so the market may come all the way back down to $8,400 or even $8,300 in around that area. But as long as we continue to make higher lows, then we will continue to move higher in price. So right now, the market is still looking pretty healthy to move higher. Our analysis is for them to at least come back up to around $9,000 in tomorrow's trading, and then we might get more precursors of weakness in Bitcoin around $9,000 to where it would just come right back down once again. But overall, we're still looking pretty good in Bitcoin for us to say that the market should continue to move higher, possibly sideways. We're not seeing a lot of precursors of weakness coming in the market right now. So now let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum is up 5.06% last trade, $854.28. Daily price bar for Ethereum as well. We're getting stockpile in Ethereum, but the volume is also getting lighter as the market is moving higher. So either we're losing interest in higher prices or the market is not getting hit with a lot of sellers. We should get a better picture on a 3 hour bar. So let's take a quick look. So even on the 3 hour bars, the market is maintaining precursors of strength. Market is coming around that area resistance, $8,500. So we will move lower for a little bit. Market can come all the way down to $847 in or around that area. But definitely we can see it moving lower than that if we get more volume at this resistance area of $875. It could come all the way down to $775 or even $800 tomorrow as well. Okay, but definitely we're seeing interest in higher prices. Right now we just had to overcome the resistance area of this $880. You guys can definitely tell where it is on the 3 hour bars. So we will need to see precursors of strength bars right here around this $880 area for Ethereum in order for them to continue to move higher. Right now we're not getting it on the 3 hour bars. So now let's take a look at the 1 hour bar, see what we have. So the market is still giving us interest in higher prices. The market is getting stockpile as well, but the market is not necessarily moving lower. So at the time that I'm doing this video, the market is still giving us more precursors of strength than weakness, albeit the support area can be around $850. Okay, but definitely it could come lower than that if we get more precursors of weakness all the way back down to $800. Okay, but I can definitely tell that as the market went all the way up there to $880, interest in higher prices was gone, and that's why the market is trading lower right now. Okay, but if this current 1 hour bar closes above this previous close, then the market is at least going to continue to consolidate, trade sideways, and then resume to higher prices. Okay, so now let's take a look at Bitcoin Cash, down 0.66%. Last trade was 1270. So looking at Bitcoin, told you all that we were getting stockpile in the market, albeit we did get a push to go up bar on yesterday. Market is not being receptive to interest in higher prices. So just like what occurred here in the background for Bitcoin Cash, we're expecting to see that here around $1,200 all the way up to $1,400 in or around that price. It can come all the way down to 1,000 as well. I could say 1,000, but the market is simply doing what occurred back in November of 2017. 3-hour bars for Bitcoin Cash will continue to tell you all that the market is just simply giving us more consolidation, more trading within the range, $1,200 all the way up to $1,350. Even with all of the stockpile that we're seeing on these bars, the market is not necessarily moving lower for Bitcoin Cash. So we're still pretty healthy in Bitcoin Cash as well. The market could come all the way down to $1,250 or a little lower than that. The market volume is definitely waning as Bitcoin Cash is coming up here towards that 1320, which is also another indication that the market is getting weak. So short term, we can definitely move lower. 1250 will be the first initial support area in or around that area, 1250 to 1240. But if that would not hold as support, then $1,200 will be the next area that we will be definitely eyeing. And if it breaks 1,200, then anywhere else below that can be support area for Bitcoin Cash, especially around 1120 or 1080. Take a quick look at the 1-hour bar. So again, the market is still giving us weakness right now in Bitcoin, but we're not getting in Bitcoin Cash, but we're not getting a lot of volume up here towards this area of resistance. So the market may actually, as long as the consolidation trades sideways with the light volume, then we're expecting Bitcoin Cash to move higher. But if the volume picks up while it's trading here around this resistance area, then we're expecting them to move lower, okay? Because we are getting precursors and weakness bars here, but I'm not necessarily that worried because the volume is light. Now the volume picks up, then definitely Bitcoin Cash will be moving lower. But as long as it trades sideways with light volume, then we're still expecting the market to find support in Bitcoin Cash and then move higher. Okay, so it might come down to around $1,240 or even $1,200 and move higher from there in tomorrow's trading. Now let's go ahead and look at Ripple. Ripple is up 13.58%. Last trade was 88 cents. So looking at Ripple currently, today is a very good day for Ripple. The market is giving us a push to go up bar on high volume, but we are receiving stockpile in the market, pretty much like with Bitcoin Cash is what we're expecting for Ripple as well, just to continue to trade sideways for a couple more days in order for them to continue to break out. So that sideways trading action for Ripple is between 60 cents all the way up to $1. Definitely the market has a high potential to at least come to $1 in tomorrow's trading. Let's take a look at the 3-hour bars. So again, we're back into a consolidation or trading range for Ripple. Market got hit with a lot of stockpile, but the market absorbed it. They bought it up, and now the market just simply trading sideways, which gives us even more inclination to say that Ripple will continue to move higher. 95 cents will be the first area, ultimately all the way back up to $1. Okay, so we still have interest in higher prices right now in Ripple. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Litecoin. Litecoin is up 5.55%. Last trade was $158.17. So even in today's trading for Litecoin, the market moved lower all the way down to around $140. Market participants came in, bought it up, and now currently the market for Litecoin is trading around resistance of $160. 3-hour bars for Litecoin is definitely going to give you guys the precursors of weakness right there around 160. That's why we're getting that precursors of weakness bar towards the top of this up move. Volume is also heavier, so this 3-hour bar, if it closes above this previous close, then Litecoin is not done with higher prices. It might come all the way and break $160 and then come up to 164 and move lower from there. Or it can definitely come all the way up to $172 in tomorrow's trading. Okay, so this 3-hour bar is definitely important. We need to see it close above this previous close. If it doesn't, then expect Litecoin to continue to move lower. So now we're looking at Dash. Dash is up 3.23%. Last trade was $622.60. Daily price bar for Dash. Again, we got a push to go up bar yesterday in trading. We're getting the confirmation today. So the market is still giving us strength in Dash right now. 3-hour bar for Dash will give us a different look on what we have in the market. So Dash can definitely, it came all the way up to $640 on this 3-hour bar. More resistance came in. So you guys can definitely see where resistance is for these altcoins. Every time the market comes up to that area of resistance, it bounces and move lower. Okay. Will I do the same thing on the 3-hour bars for Dash? Only time will tell, but currently we are noticing precursors of weakness. A lot of volume came in on this particular bar. So this current 3-hour bar, if it closes above this previous close, then definitely we're looking for Dash to continue to move higher. Okay, if not, it might move lower for a little bit, probably come down to $600 or even a little lower than that in tomorrow's trade, but it will resume to higher prices. So now let's go ahead and take a look at NEO. NEO is up 2.05%. Last trade was $112.59. So again, resistance is holding strong in NEO, $120. Market came all the way up to 116 so far today. Yesterday went all the way up to 118. So every time NEO comes up to around that $120 area, it gets hit with a lot of selling and the market moves lower. Pay attention to the volume as well. The volume is dropping as these cryptocurrencies are trying to move higher. So either the market's going to break out to higher prices or it's going to break down to lower prices. Okay. 3-hour bars for NEO again continues to give you that consolidation. $105 all the way up to 120. Market was coming all the way up to 116. Got this precursors of weakness bar here. Current 3-hour bar is going to be imperative to close above it, because if it does, then NEO is going to continue to move higher, just like Dash. Okay, so watch this 3-hour bar that is currently forming. If it closes above, we're still looking for the market to move higher or at best trade sideways. But if it closes lower, then expect NEO to move lower as well. Quick look at the 1-hour bar for NEO. Again, markets just simply consolidating, trade within a range. Weakness is coming in around the $115 area, but the market is maintaining strength as the market is trading around the $115 area. So that's a little bit more positivity into knowing that the market for NEO will continue to move higher. Might not move that high, but as long as it trades sideways or consolidate, then expect the market for NEO to move higher as well. So now let's go ahead and check out Monero. They are up 2.86%. Last trade was $253.35. Daily price bar for Monero. Market started out lower in trading, but the buyers came in and overcame the selling, which is why the bar is currently closed above the close from yesterday, as well as towards the high of today's bar. 3-hour bar for Monero. Again, we're back at an area of resistance. Market is definitely giving us more precursors of strength. A lot of stockpile came in on this bar, but the market did not give us the actual result that we would like to see. So we're looking for Monero to continue to move higher in price. If it breaks this $260 area, then 270 will be in the next resistance area that you need to pay attention to. But right now, if this 3-hour bar, just like with NEO and Dash, if it closes above this previous close, then we're expecting Monero to move higher. But definitely overall, we're still getting more precursors of strength in Monero than we are weakness. So if it could break $260, then it would definitely be moving higher. So now the last one for today is Cardano. Cardano is up 8.12%. Last trade was 37 cents. Daily price bar for Cardano is continued to consolidate. We're just simply trading day to day between 30 cents and 40 cents. So the market's not necessarily ready to break out, but the volume is decreasing. So that is likely to occur real soon in Cardano. 3-hour bar for Cardano. Again, market is getting resistance around 38 cents. So that's why the market is currently moving a little lower. Support couldn't be around 36 cents. 34 cents will be the next area, but we're not seeing a lot of precursors of weakness bars in Cardano right now as well. So our analysis is for them to continue to move higher, break that 38 cent area to come all the way back up to around 40 or even 42 cents on tomorrow's trading. Okay. So that's all I have for today, February the 9th, 2018, giving you all the news according to the charts. And just as a recap, we're not seeing a lot of precursors of weakness in the market, albeit I'm telling you this now that we are at an area of resistance. And so far, that area of resistance has been quite strong for these cryptocurrencies to break through. But I have seen on today's analysis instances to where the market is giving us more indications that it's about to break through those area of resistance. So the market is not all that weak. I'm seeing a lot more health in these bars than weakness. So that is another positive thing to see. Keep an eye on the 3-hour bars though, because if we get weakness at the top of this resistance area, then expect the market for these altcoins to continue to move lower, justify support, and then to move higher from there. Just like with Bitcoin, as long as the market is making higher lows, then the market is still giving us more strength than weakness. Okay, so that's all I have for today, everyone. Appreciate you all watching the videos and subscribing and commenting on our videos. They have been quite helpful. And as well, everyone, stay profitable, and I will talk to you all later.